Hey everybody, this is Nate from Anchorage, Alaska, and today I'm going to tell you the top 5 reasons you should own a fat bike. Reason number 1, they're fun. Remember when you were a kid, you wanted to drive a monster truck? Then you got your first bicycle, and you rode it everywhere, pretending that you were a monster truck driver, except for some reason, your truck only had 2 wheels. Well, fat bikes are like being that kid again. You're free to rip around in snow, sand, mud, water, all with that same big grin on your face. Except this time, you don't have to beg your parents for a new monster truck every Christmas. Reason number 2, they're versatile. When the snow melts, the fun's not over. You've got a bunch of bump softening suspension forks to choose from RockShox, Ren, and Manitou. These will really help out if the lack of snow turned your trails bumpy and rooty. If you've got the need for speed, there are plenty of plus-size rim options from companies like Easton, WTB, and Sun Ringblade. What's a plus-size rim? Well, think of it like a chubby rim. It's not quite a fat bike rim, and it's not quite a regular mountain bike rim. It's somewhere in between, usually about 40 to 50 millimeters, with the tires coming in at 2.8 or 3 inches. Well, that's faster than a fat bike wheel, but still big enough to soak up the bumps. If you're feeling adventurous, you could use your fat bike to take up bike packing as well. Think of it as backpacking, but with your bike to carry all the heavy gear. There are tons of people using their fat bikes with plus wheels to go out and have some amazing camping trips. Just check out Instagram #bikepacking to see what I mean. Number 3, they're not fat, they're big boned. Okay, so when fat bikes started, I'll admit, they were a little heavy. That's not the case anymore. Most fat bikes nowadays are under 30 pounds, even the entry-level aluminum ones. If you're feeling really fancy, you can get a carbon fat bike that weighs 20 pounds or less. That's about the same weight as a mid-tier road bike. There is literally a carbon counterpart for almost any aluminum piece you might want to upgrade. Reason number 4, variety. When fat bikes first came about, you were limited to only 1 or 2 companies. Nowadays, you've got this huge variety to choose from, tailored to whatever use you see yourself doing the most. You've got fat bikes from nearly every major bike company, and a whole host of fat bikes from smaller companies. How to choose the right one? Well, the best bet is to go to your local bike shop and try them out. All bikes, including fat bikes, are largely a personal preference that is really hard to figure out without seeing and trying the product. Support your local bike shop and let them help you find the perfect fat bike for you. Reason number 5, community. Fat bikers are some of the friendliest, most fun-loving people in the cycling community. It stands to reason. You put somebody on a bike that puts a smile on their face, and they're going to be stoked about it. There are large communities of fat bike riders on Facebook, MTBR, Reddit, and more, all willing to help out a fellow fat biker in need, or a newbie that is just getting their feet on the ground. Many bike shops around the country also now have winter group rides, where all ability levels of riders get together and just have a great time on their bikes. If you're feeling like you want a little competition in the mix, you're in luck as well. Road and mountain bike racers figured out a while ago that it wasn't just fun to ride fat bikes, it was great for their fitness too. That's why there are fat bike races all around the country, and larger ones as well, like the Fat Bike Nationals and Fat Bike Berkey. If you're still on the fence about buying a fat bike, I have one tried and true method that is guaranteed to convince you. Ride one. Whether it's a rental from your local bike shop or borrowing a friend's for the weekend, my bet is you will love it. Until next time, this is Nate from Anchorage, and I'll see you out on the trails.